Long ago, between the towering peaks of the Alps, there lay villages hidden, untouched by time and forgotten on maps. Here, the snow seemed to fall more gently. The air was filled with the scent of pine and fresh bread, and ancient legends still echoed in the wooden houses. Centuries ago, shepherds and farmers lived in these valleys, guided by the star and the rhythm of the seasons. Some say the first settlers followed a white stag through the mists and discovered a paradise shrouded in silence and snow. Others tell stories of a mountain god who protected the land and allowed only good people to go there. Over generations, these alpine oases developed into small villages, each with its own church, watermill, and stories told by firelight. The cobbled streets were smoothed by wooden carts and the boots of children chasing goats. The sound of the alphorn spread like a lullaby across the slopes and up the mountains. Yet as cities rose and times changed, the villages remained standing, untouched by the bustle of the city and rich in tradition. Its beauty lies not only in the views, but also in the stories enshrined in every beam and stone. The locals still welcome you home with a warm welcome, and in quiet corners, traditions still live on: cheese making, lace weaving, yodeling, and old songs. Today, we invite you to immerse yourself in this timeless world. Away from the crowd and cliches, we discover Switzerland's hidden treasures, picturesque villages that seem to be drawn in a dream. From the misty dawn, over wooden rooftops, to the sunset, lighting up the glacial lakes, this journey will take you deep into the magic of the Alps. Lace up your hiking boots, get ready for an unforgettable experience, and join us on a journey of discovery to 10 of the most beautiful alpine villages you may never have seen. If this journey touched you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the little bell so that you don't miss another hidden wonder we discovered. Embark with us on a captivating journey to Zermatt, where legends intertwine with the mist and towering mountains converse in whispers of silence. Before Zermatt became a mecca for skiers and hikers, it was a modest farming village tucked beneath the imposing silhouette of the Matterhorn, one of the world's iconic peaks. Known locally as Horu, this peak was believed to be inhabited by spirits, sometimes benevolent, sometimes untamed, that guarded the valley from unwelcome visitors. An old legend tells of a shepherd who ventured too far into the forest, encountering a radiant woman draped in ice. She forewarned that only those who honored nature's majesty could dwell peacefully in the shadow of this grand mountain. This tale continues to echo through the winds rustling the pine trees. Zermatt's growth was a testament to its isolation and fortitude. Roads only reached this secluded paradise in the 20th century. Even now, cars are absent. Instead, quiet electric carts glide over its cobblestone streets, maintaining the tranquil aura that envelops this enchanting village. Set against the hillside, the chalets of Zermatt stand with their dark timber frames, weathered by snow and sun. Inside, and everything seems to slow down. Cheese melts in fondue pots. Clocks maintain a steady wooden rhythm, and stories are shared across generations by the flickering firelight. In the distance, the Matterhorn looms like a cathedral, sculpted by the gods, its jagged silhouette inspiring painters, poets, and climbers. Although the first ascent in 1865 was a triumph, it was marked by tragedy, as it claimed 4 lives. Since then, the mountain remains both a goal and a guardian, stunning, yet never to be underestimated. Zermatt is much more than a picturesque view. It's where modern luxury intertwines with alpine lore, a place where the mountains still demand respect. At sunrise, golden light cascades down the slopes, illuminating rooftops and reminding you, you are in a sacred place. Zermatt is not merely a destination, it is a story, and now you're part of its ongoing tale. Imagine Zermatt as a stone-carved legend, while Wengen is more like a gentle dream carried on a breeze. Wengen is nestled high above the Lauterbrunnen Valley, a haven untouched by roads, only accessible through a charming cogwheel train that snakes its way through lush alpine forests and vibrant wildflower meadows. The locals share tales of old, speaking of how the Berggeist, or mountain spirit, blessed their village, promising protection from avalanches and harm, as long as they lived harmoniously with nature. Centuries ago, shepherds roamed these hills, their nights spent sharing stories by the firelight about giants slumbering beneath the snow-laden peaks. One particular story tells of a boy who chased a mysterious light deep into the forest, returning with his pockets brimming with edelweiss, a token of the mountain's acceptance. The narrative of Wengen took a new turn in the 19th century when awestruck travelers began to arrive, sketchbooks in tow, seeking solace in stunning vistas. They were drawn by the commanding presence of the Eiger, Mönch, and Jungfrau, majestic peaks that stand protectively around the village. Charming hotels with wooden balconies sprung up like alpine flowers, yet the essence of Wengen remained unchanged. It's a place free from cars, in haste, where the gentle crunch of boots on path and distant cowbells create a serene soundscape. As winter blankets Wengen, it transforms into a magical snow globe. Skiers take on the famous Lauberhorn Run, celebrated as one of the longest and most historic slopes in the world. In summer, the area bursts into color like an artist's canvas, with emerald pastures, azure skies, and trails that invite exploration into the heavens. Wengen is a testament to quiet perseverance. Its allure isn't loud, it whispers softly. It beckons. It encourages you to pause and truly listen. And so, when you find yourself on a balcony here, observing the mist dance around the mighty Jungfrau, remember this: you're not merely witnessing a scene. You're steeped in centuries of stories, cradled gently by the embrace of the mountains. As the train descends from Wengen, the valley unfolds like a hidden chapter, revealing Grindelwald amidst mighty peaks and eternal glaciers. This is no ordinary alpine village, traditionally known as the Glacier Village. Grindelwald is a place where earth and ice narrate ancient stories. Villagers once held the belief that the massive lower Grindelwald Glacier was alive, breathing, observing, and even listening to their prayers during times of drought or harvest. According to lore, the glacier was a sleeping giant, cursed by mountain spirits to remain frozen until humanity learned to live harmoniously. During the Middle Ages, locals whispered about a secret ice cavern beneath the glacier, where lost travelers could negotiate with time itself. These legends traveled from shepherds to wanderers, from campfires to journals, gradually embedding Grindelwald in the Alpine imagination. In the 18th and 19th centuries, courageous explorers and naturalists arrived, dubbing Grindelwald the gateway to the Alps. The imposing north face of the Eiger left them awestruck. Its sheer wall remains one of the world's most formidable climbs. The village attracted mountaineers, yet its essence has always resonated with those who seek quiet wonder rather than conquest. Even today, at dusk, you might see an old woodcutter sitting silently, gazing at the glacier as if waiting for it to speak again. Stroll through the village, and you'll hear the creak of ancient chalets and hear children laughing as they sled down hills once enjoyed by their great-grandparents. Summer brings lush meadows and the sound of waterfalls cascading from peaks steeped in folklore. Wetterhorn, Mettenberg, Schreckhorn. Locals say these names carry the spirits of the mountains, each with its own personality, some benevolent and others playful. In the old churchyard, headstones bear the names of early climbers who challenged the summits, leaving behind more than footprints. Their tales endure. By night, with stars crowning the Eiger's dark silhouette, it's easy to believe that the mountains continue watching and remembering. The air here holds something beyond freshness. It bears the weight of history in the lightness of dreams. Grindelwald is more than just a destination. It's a journey into the soul of Switzerland's alpine spirit. Whether you ride the gondola to First, hike to Bacalpsee, or simply sip cocoa at a mountainside inn, every moment feels timeless. And sometime, in the stillness, you can almost hear the glacier sigh under the moonlight. Grindelwald awaits those who seek wonder and rewards them with stories etched in snow and stone. Descending from Grindelwald into the breathtaking valley, you're greeted by towering cliffs, reminiscent of grand cathedral walls. Welcome to Lauterbrunnen, a serene gem in Switzerland's crown. True to its name, many springs, the valley comes alive with the sound of water cascading down. 72 waterfalls crash from towering heights, some disappearing into mist before kissing the ground. Local legend tells of how this valley was etched into existence by the tears of mountain spirits, weeping over a tragic tale of love between a celestial goddess and a humble alpine shepherd. Among its treasures, the renowned Staubach waterfall is a marvel, cascading nearly 300 meters down, with its spray gleaming in the sun like delicate lace. In the 18th century, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe found inspiration beneath its torrents, penning verses that later resounded in his play Faust. Lauterbrunnen isn't just about physical beauty, it's a place where the landscape speaks to the soul. Beneath its surface run legends as freely as its streams. Some whisper that the falls mask the voices of ancient giants, once roaming these majestic peaks. In winter, as waterfalls suspend midair in icy splendor, villagers believe it's a sign that the valley's spirit dreams on. This valley has long been a crossroads. Vikings traversed these mountains, leaving their mark with runes carved near the mysterious Trummelbach Falls. These enigmatic underground falls rumble within the cliffs, seemingly echoing the earth itself. At night, silence envelops the valley so completely, you can catch the soft tread of a fox over fresh snow or the faint chime of an old chapel bell. Come spring, meadows awaken with wildflowers, a rumored gift from Alpina, the flower maiden who wanders invisibly through misty veils. Above it all, the formidable peaks of Jungfrau, Mönch, and Eiger stand guard, blending solid rock with myth and legend. Lauterbrunnen has long served as a sanctuary for hermits, monks, and outcasts, all drawn by its seclusion and splendor. During World War II, it was even considered a haven for safeguarding Swiss treasures within the hidden caves behind its falls. For today's visitors, stepping into Lauterbrunnen feels like slipping into a dream, an intricate tapestry of water, silence, and legend. The village itself possesses an ageless charm, with its wooden chalets, sloping rooftops, and windows brimming with vibrant flowers. Every morning here unveils like an artist's canvas, slowly awakening under strokes of sunlight and crisp mountain air. In this enchanting place, time takes a gentle pause, inviting you to listen closely, breathe deeply, and absorb the stories that surround you. In Lauterbrunnen, the land converses through its waterfalls, and those attuned to their whispers find wisdom. Perched at 1,638 meters above sea level, Murren seems to defy gravity as it clings to the cliffside like a secret written in stone. The journey here, by train and cable car, feels like stepping into a fable where time slows and silence reigns. This village, untouched by cars, breathes with the rhythm of the mountains and echoes of old Alpine legends. Locals speak of the Geist der Höhe, the spirit of the heights, a presence felt on misty mornings and star-filled nights. Wooden chalets lean into the wind, each one with its own story, carved into the beams. In winter, Murren becomes a powder-white playground, once home to the first alpine ski competitions in Switzerland. But long before the skis, this was pasture land, where shepherds followed their flocks and watched the stars for signs. A legend tells of a lost traveler who followed a golden light through the forest An awoken Murren, forever changed. The mountain air here feels lighter, laced with pine and snow, as if the sky has stooped low enough to greet you. From the edge of the village, the Eiger, Monk, and Jungfrau form a trio of silent guardians, watching over the valley. Flowers bloom here, even on ledges where nothing should grow. Edelweiss, they say, gifted by the mountain spirits. In the cafes, warm laughter and melted cheese draw you in from the cold, grounding you in this peaceful, floating world. Murren isn't just a place, it's a breath, a pause, a quiet hymn sung from the heart of the Alps. Nestled deep in the region of Obwalden, Lungern is a tranquil alpine village that seems to have gracefully traversed through the corridors of history. Surrounded by wooded hills and resting beside a serene lake, Lungern is where stories appear, to be inscribed into the very terrain. Ancient legends speak of a mountain spirit, safeguarding the valley, shrouding it in fog whenever danger loomed. Residents still hold that mist in high regard, believing it has shielded the village from harm more than once. With its charming chalets and peaceful allure, Lungern feels more like a masterpiece than a physical place. The 18th century church, proudly standing at the center, sends its chimes across the valley, echoing through generations. Once a waypoint for pilgrims journeying across the Bruning Pass, Lungern provided shelter, tales, and simple acts of kindness. The lake, radiant turquoise in summer, is said to mirror not just the sky, but also the souls of those who have called this place home. Stroll along its banks, and you'll discover wildflowers, old wooden benches, and the gentle whisper of alpine winds. Here, time doesn't rush. It drifts slowly, much like the clouds, lazily hovering over the peaks. Though Lungern is small, it holds a legacy of quiet resilience, whispered prayers, and untouched splendor. It's a place that not only welcomes you, but invites you to pause and truly listen. As our Alpine journey ascends deeper into central Switzerland, we arrive at Engelberg, aptly named the Mountain of Angels. Legend tells of a group of Benedictine monks in the early 12th century who followed a mysterious light to this valley, drawn by the songs of angels. Captivated by this celestial presence, the monks established Engelberg Abbey, which continues to be the heart of the village today. The bell towers stand tall against the mountain landscape, echoing through history with tales of faith, struggle, and peace. The village gradually blossomed around the abbey, with shepherds and craftsmen making their home between the majestic peaks. Among the stories shared by locals is that of a monk who disappeared during a storm and returned days later with visions of a snow-clad paradise, leading some to believe that the mountain air here possesses a touch of the divine. Encircled by towering peaks and dominated by Mount Titlis, Engelberg is a place where nature and spirituality are deeply intertwined. In winter, it transforms into a snowy wonderland as rooftops glisten with frost and the sound of skis replaces footsteps. Even in summer, the alpine meadows resonate with wildflowers in the gentle clink of cowbells, as if the hills themselves sing. Cable cars glide silently into the clouds, carrying visitors to glaciers that sparkle like crystal realms. The locals are warm-hearted and speak of mountain spirits that guide lost hikers and ensure robust health for their cattle. A visit to the Abbey's cheese-making cellar reveals generations of tradition preserved through time and flavor. Pride stands in old stone houses, some adorned with carvings, narrating tales of love, conflict, and renewal in the mountain breeze. During festivals, the village square thrums with music, ancient dances reverberating through cobbled streets. Engelberg gently invites visitors to breathe deeply and let its beauty seep into their souls. It's a place where clouds seem to hover lower and stars appear closer than anywhere else. Here, myths aren't just stories. They dwell in the mist and weave into daily life. Regardless of belief in angels, there's an omnipresent tranquility embracing every stone and tree. And as you depart from Engelberg, you might find yourself looking skyward, listening for the whisper of wings. Departing the serene alpine atmosphere of Engelberg, our path meanders towards Eiselwald, a tranquil lakeside village, reminiscent of a tale long lost to time. Positioned along the shores of Lake Brienz, this diminutive hamlet welcomes visitors with its peaceful waters, wooden boats gently rocking, and cottages that appear frozen in time. According to legend, centuries back, a hermit lived on the cliffs overlooking Iseltwald, guarding a silver bell reputed to calm storms when rung with sincerity. As storms brewed over the lake, villagers would turn their gaze to the hills, hoping for the sound of the bell, though it's been silent for generations. Iseltwald has always followed its own tempo, dictated more by the gentle lapping of water than by the passage of time. Locals believe the lake is keeper of memories, of lovers who once glided under the moonlight, secrets carried by the breeze, and stories choosing never to fade. Standing sentinel by the lake is Seaburg Castle, its tower casting elongated shadows over the paths trodden by countless dreamers who've come and gone. Children continue to play in narrow lanes, as their ancestors did, while elders sit near the water, sharing tales of dragon boats and spirits of the lake. The appeal of Iselwald lies not in splendor, but in its modesty, a quiet allure that does not need volume to be felt. Even the breeze here seems older, gentler, as though bearing the whispers of the lake itself. Wooden benches by the water invite contemplation, urging you to appreciate how scarce true silence is. Though now appearing on tourist maps, Iseltwald's essence remains unchanged, largely unfazed by the surge of modern life. Its understated beauty subtly imprints itself on your memory, long after departure. Many say the lake forgets no face, reflecting not just light, but the ponderings of those nearby. As evening's final rays touch the water's surface, East Saltwald transforms from mere setting to an emotion. A peaceful calm envelops the village, as if even time has chosen to pause. Absent are grand churches or bustling marketplaces. Instead, there's tranquility, whispers of tales past, and the harmonious rhythm between lake and sky. In Iseltwald, reminiscences emerge you never realized were lost. A very quiet chapter in Switzerland's Alpine saga, penned not in stone, but in misty reflections and remembrances. Welcome to Iseltwald, where every view captures a perfect moment and every encounter feels intimate and special. As we take our leave from the tranquil whispers of Eiseltwald, we journey southward, where the Alps gently descend, the air grows warmer, and Ticino emerges like a sunlit vision, painted in Italian tones. In the valleys and hills of Switzerland's Italian-speaking region, you'll find villages so stunning, they appear as if lifted from Renaissance art. Corippo, Switzerland's tiniest village, welcomes you with its stone houses, clinging to the hillside and winding pathways rich with history. Though only a few residents remain, every shuttered window and weathered wall murmurs stories of past generations. A legend speaks of a hidden spring in the woods above Corippo, blessed by a wandering monk. Its waters are said to offer clarity of heart to those who drink. Nearby, in Gandria, a village at Lake Lugano's edge, time seems to rest in a hammock, watching the sunlight dance across the water. Once a refuge for smugglers, crossing into Italy, Gandria now invites visitors with its steep alleyways, terraced gardens, and gentle chapel bells. Locals say the lake here can speak, soft murmurs that reveal whether a visitor brings peace or unrest. The Val Verzasca, with its emerald waters, and the fairy tale village of Laverteso, adds a touch of wild enchantment to the region. Its double-arched stone bridge, Ponte dei Salti, is said to have been built by mountain spirits in a single moonlit night. Brave souls still dive from the bridge into the icy river below, seeking not just thrill, but perhaps a blessing from ancient waters. The villages of Ticino may carry an Italian charm, yet they embody a Swiss soul with quiet strength, deep roots, and mountain serenity. Olive trees sway alongside alpine pines, and stone churches rise near palms, showcasing how once distant cultures now come together in harmony. Every lane, every sun-warmed stone, every ivy-clad wall seems to remember something, a forgotten song, a promise, or a prayer. You don't merely visit Ticino, you immerse yourself in its rhythm, slower, deeper, as if following a melody, no longer sung, but still heard. In this embrace, where the Alpine meets the Mediterranean, you might discover a part of yourself left behind, or one long awaited, finally return. Ticino isn't just a region, it's a gentle reminder that borders fade, stories merge, and beauty is always multilingual. So we linger a bit longer, hearts warmed and souls calmed, before moving on to the final chapter of our Alpine tale. In the enchanting village of Lavertesso, travelers are welcomed by the iconic double-arched Ponte dei Salti, gracefully arching over waters so crystal clear, they almost defy reality. Local legend speaks of forest spirits who once graced this valley, their blessings causing the river to shimmer in green under the moonlight, casting a protective glow. Stories whispered among the villagers tell of a mysterious cloaked wanderer who emerged during storms, guiding lost souls safely back through the treacherous mountain paths. Nestled along the hillsides are rustic stone houses, known as rustici, that have withstood the test of time, steadfast sentinels of age-old traditions. The air carries a subtle scent of wood smoke, blending with the gentle clang of cowbells and the soothing ripple of water, cascading over smooth river stones. In summer, the brave-hearted recreate an age-old ritual, diving from the ancient bridge into the cool embrace of Verzaska's emerald current, much like their ancestors before them. Every corner of this village feels preserved in time, holding on to the pure essence of alpine life. Ivy climbs steadily up the chapel walls, where villagers still light candles, honoring both the mountains and those who never returned. The valley resonates with old stories, not loud, but ever present, like a lullaby whispered by the wind. In this place, silence isn't mere emptiness. It's rich with memories, layered with echoes of generations long past. To visit Verzaska is to step into a living folktale, sculpted from stone and water. As you depart, you may feel a subtle longing from the valley, gently beckoning you to return, perhaps one day when the mist hangs low and the legends call once more.